Welcome, Taurus, to the channel. It's Robin here with AriesFireTarot. Thanks, guys, for being here with me today. Welcome here. So I'm just getting ready to do abundance reads, guys, and I'm going to be using my green tarot deck here, which is the Good Tarot. If you wanted to know where I got the deck, I got it from Amazon, which is where I get most of my decks. So, yeah, I was guided today to do a structured read. So I went and I found a 5-card tarot spread for abundance. So this could be finances for you. It could be your health. It could be anything that rings the bell of abundance for you. And this is going to go in a bit of a U shape. I guess it doesn't matter which way I put the cards, but that's how it was depicted when I did my research. So that's how I'm going to do it. And I'm just going to keep the camera up here, you guys, so you guys can see me and also my dog. So, yeah, I hope you enjoy the reading. Let me know, guys, in the comments what you think. And if you're new here, please take a second to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps me on the channel, and I super appreciate it. So the first card I'm going to pull here is your current relationship with allowing abundance. So if you hear people saying, you know, you need to be in receptive mode, it's one thing to ask for things, but it's another thing to accept things. So what is the current relationship with allowing abundance? So I wrote the questions down here because there's no way I'm going to remember all of them. So the first one is the Emperor. Totally majestic card. I love this deck. We've got this beautiful lion here. So your current relationship with allowing abundance, it seems like you're pretty intellectual about it. It looks like you're on the right track here, your current relationship, because the Emperor, this is a really smart energy, really the type of person that you would probably want to go to and ask questions about finance and business and, you know, retirement plans and all of that kind of thing. So it looks like you guys are really open, at least on an intellectual level. So the second question, the second card is going to be how to get myself into alignment. And we've got the King of Water. So this is kind of an interesting combination here. So the King of Water operates more on like an emotional level. You know, water represents the way you feel about things. So it's like you kind of need to combine the energy of the Emperor with the energy of the King of Water. And if you look really closely, he's actually opening his hand here to allow this fish to swim in. So it looks like you do have a little bit more room to allow your energy, not just the energy of your brain, but the energy of your heart. Because your heart actually has a brain, you know, and your heart has the strongest energy to attract things. And if that's not something you're really familiar with, or it sounds like, Robin, you don't even know what you're talking about, I would just really encourage you to do your own investigation after the reading. Like I do a lot of homework on stuff like this, on energy and stuff like that. So, so I can give you guys good readings. So if you're like, what is she talking about? Please check it out, you know? So combining the head and the heart. And then the third question here is like the energy needed to embrace more awareness about abundance. So let's flip a card here. Patience. So, I mean, that speaks for itself. Like you just need to be patient a little bit. Maybe your intellectual approach with the Emperor card here is being a little more demanding, you know? You just maybe need to infuse a little bit more understanding that things work in divine and perfect timing, and that sometimes you can feel your way into situations like abundance is a situation. Abundance is a state of being. You know, it's not all about your brains, which can really explain why, you know, sometimes it doesn't really matter how smart you are. You can still be really wealthy. And I could look at certain TV programs to say like, wow, you know, I'm not going to say anything out loud. I don't want to insult people, but it just goes to show you that anybody can attract money. That's what I'm trying to say. So the current blessing that you should be grateful for is going to go in the fourth card here. So we've got the Six of Air. So the Six of Air is like, it's just being able to move smoothly ahead. So it does look like it's possible that some of you could have had a really tough time here, you know, or you're going through a tough time, or you've been through a tough time and you've come out of it maybe a little bit smarter, maybe a little battle scarred or whatever. But being in sort of a new place, whether it's, you know, a new place in your head or a new place geographically or a new place, you know, on your energetic plane, be grateful for that, you know, and being grateful basically for every single thing that's happened to you to put you here. Even though sometimes when I talk about that with people, they're like, girl, you crazy. Like, how am I supposed to be grateful for that? And I'm just going to give you a little bit of my story here. Like, I really, really had a tough time, probably till I was about 40, and I'm 54 now. It was just like, I was a disaster. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, I was just a hot mess. But now, since I started doing this, I understand that every single thing that I went through was to prepare me for this moment in my life, to do this and just to have this sort of depth that I wouldn't have had if I had had a really easy, pain-free life. I wouldn't have had like this wisdom of how to go through things. Anyway, enough about me. So if you've had sort of a crappy life, if things haven't been going so well, just remember now to be grateful for it. And it might not make sense right now, but it might make sense in 5 to 10 years. You're like, oh, okay, because hindsight's 20/20. So even if you're feeling frustrated, try to be grateful for it, because it's all part of your journey. Okay, guys? So card number 5, how should I be investing my energy to attract abundance? So you've got the 4 of water here. How should you invest your energy to attract abundance? So the 4 of cups, it's kind of like a daydreamer a little bit. And I think that's really interesting. Like, forget about what traditional tarot. Like, sometimes people question me on my interpretation of the cards. You know, and there's more to just responding to the book meaning of a card here, you guys. You know, the 4 of water, it talks about missing an opportunity. The 4 of cups. That's what the book says, okay? But if you look at how these cards come together, the 4 of water misses opportunities because they're sort of off in la la land, right? And you started off with the Emperor, who's very all sort of tied up emotionally, really just works from here up, like uses the head, you know, doesn't really use a lot of the intuition or, you know, spirit or listening to the gut or whatever you want to call it, you know. So, and then on your second position, how do you get yourself into alignment? You've got the King of Water, who's very creative, very emotional, very wide open to spirit and stuff like that. And then how should I be investing my energy to attract more abundance? Stop looking for it so much, you know, and just sort of be more free emotionally, and like not clamp down on your thoughts so much. Like, allow greater expression to come through, you guys. You know, when you let things come out of you more, things can come in. Like, everything is a reciprocation. Like, the energy that you give out is the energy that you'll get back in. So being able to use everything about you, not just part of it, you know, not to intellectualize everything and not just strictly be emotional, but to combine it all and just be easy into it and sit back and relax. And like, I don't see an energy of missing an opportunity. I just see that lighthearted sort of daydreamer. Everything's gonna be okay, but I'm still really smart, but I've tapped into the energy of my higher self and my intuition. So guys, I really hope this was an interesting reading for you. You could let me know down below in the comments. I hope you enjoyed it anyway, and we'll see you back here next time. Bye for now. Take care.